The Train to Florence. The year was 1947, and Europe was still learning to smile again after the war. Steam trains still ruled the tracks, carrying people, hope, and sometimes love between the cities that had survived. The encounter. Elena Rossi was a young schoolteacher from Rome, her brown hair always tied neatly beneath a silk scarf. Every summer she took the train north to visit her aunt in Florence, a trip she'd made so many times she could recognize the countryside by scent alone. But that June morning was different. At the station, as the whistle blew and passengers hurried aboard, a man offered her his hand to help her with her suitcase. "Allow me," he said softly in accented Italian. He was Thomas Bennett, an English war correspondent who had stayed behind after the war to write about rebuilding lives. His left arm still bore a faint scar, but his smile was warm and sure. They sat across from each other in the same carriage, and when the train began to move, so did something inside them: the journey. For 4 hours they talked, about books, about loss. Elena laughed for the first time in months. Thomas told her he had once dreamed of painting. Before the war, made him pick up a camera instead. When they arrived, he asked if he could walk her to her aunt's door. She said yes. Before he left, he tipped his hat. "Perhaps I'll see you again," he said. "Perhaps," she replied, though both knew they hoped for more. The letters. Over the next year, letters crossed the distance between Rome and Florence like small miracles. He wrote in tidy ink on cream paper. She replied with pressed flowers between pages. "The city feels lonely without your laughter," he wrote once. "Florence is beautiful," she replied, "but it's your words that paint it for me." Each envelope carried a promise neither dared to name, until one day the letters stopped. The silence. Months passed. No word from Thomas. The newspapers said foreign journalists were being recalled to London. Elena told herself it was over, that perhaps love was not meant to survive between train stations and dreams. Then one rainy evening, she heard a knock. She opened the door. Thomas stood there, soaked through, holding a crumpled letter. "I never stopped writing," he said breathlessly. "I was sick in London. When I could finally return, all I wanted was to find you again." Elena covered her mouth, tears slipping through her fingers. "And now that you have?" she whispered. He smiled, trembling. "Now I'd like to never take another train without you." The last journey. A year later, a small notice appeared in La Nazione. Mr. Thomas Bennett and Miss Elena Rossi are pleased to announce their marriage, to be held in Florence this spring. And if you ever walk by Santa Maria Novella station at dawn, some say you can still see them in an old photograph. Two travelers standing beside a steam train, her scarf fluttering, his hat in hand, caught forever in that moment where one journey ended and another began.